All right, welcome back, everybody. I've got the case cleaned up, um, bearings installed. I did use an OEM gasket. That gasket was pretty flimsy for the case. I am going with the supplied bearings and supplied seals. We'll give that a shot, see how it goes. Seems to rotate smooth. Uh, Part two, when we took this apart, I said that there was not a good fit on the crankshaft. It was machined just a little bit under where it should have been. So I used some Loctite 620. This stuff's gas and oil resistant and stronger. And look at the specs on it. Its holding power is pretty impressive. Anyway, so I feel pretty good. The crank's not going to slip on the bearing. I've got the indicator wheel. I got my degree wheel out. Did a few things. Well, before we get to that, when I set the bare jug down on top of the case, and it doesn't look like these are machined, they're cast. They may have been machined. I don't see any machine marks on the top of the deck. There is a small difference in between left and right. This is going to have to be run with a gasket. You're not going to get a good seal. When you set the bare cylinder head down on the bare deck, you can feel it rock around a little bit. I didn't measure the factory gasket that came with this kit. I want to say it's somewhere around 20-ish thousandths. It seems nice and snug. All right, so here's your numbers. So I start off, I look at the intake. Intake is at 81 degrees. That's awesome. All right. Look at the transfers. First one I looked at was the PTO side, the flywheel side over here. That was at 122. There is a little stagger to these. So on the clutch side, transfer ohms at 124 and a half. So I was like, wow, that's not too terribly bad. And then did the exhaust port. And let's see if we can get you in here. I don't know if there's going to be enough. So I got a whisper, a daylight, and most of that's chamfer that you're seeing. So I'm actually going from the roof itself proper. And there's our number. That's a little high. Not a whole lot I'm gonna be able to do about that. I mean, I can machine this cylinder and get it to maybe 96, 97, which will be okay. This ain't gonna be a long bar saw. It's an awful high exhaust port. And then we start trading off respectively. But anyway, let's see, one other thing worthy of note. I appreciate the comments about the gas cap leaking and a few other things. You guys keep the comments coming on this kit. And yeah, I think it's all pretty much, from the same factory with a different color paint. We have the paint chipping on the inside of the crankcase. I used some paint stripper. The paint's tough as nails. I've used that paint stripper for a few odds and ends, and it's bubbled the paint right up. This took 3 applications, and it just softened it up into like a rubbery material. Ended up doing a lot of razor blade work, and then just took a sanding disc with a little pad of the red Scotch-Brite, the real mild stuff, and cleaned up the rest of it and got a nice clean crankcase in there. Let's see. I guess that about covers it. I don't know if I want to put this together as is with a 93 exhaust roof. I mean, I know it'll run. It's just going to be a little light on power. So tell me what you think. I really want to try and keep this stock, and I guess eventually we're going to do some performance work to it. We've seen a few out there that have been run stock, and they seem to run fine, and seem to have good power. So that's it for now. Thanks for keeping up. Appreciate it. You guys throw any comments you want, they're all welcome.